Listen, hey guys, welcome to Little Blackbird 91. We told you about the situation, didn't we? We told you that, listen, when it comes to Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, it's going to get messy. Not only is it going to get messy, it's going to get psychologically warfared because what is this? Tell me what this is. But all of a sudden, Jeannie Mai denies claims that she's keeping their daughter away from Jeezy, voices safety concerns over his firearms, safely securing and locking away all firearms that have been unsecured in the past. Sis, you tell us that you're not trying to keep your kid away from him, and then simultaneously tell us that, you know what, you have a concern for the safety of your children. I think you're trying to keep your kids away from him. That's what it sounds like, right? That's a deduction we're going to make. That's a deduction that we're going to say it is, right? But for you to say, you know, that you're not keeping him away from Jeezy, I'm a little bit like, yeah, you're saying that, but that's not what we're seeing right now, sis, right? And it's funny because obviously the situation previously, Jeezy was talking about the safety concerns when it came to her walking the kids to school, whatever, and he wanted them to have security or have them drive in an SUV. So now all of a sudden that he's going to be irresponsible when it comes to firearm safety. All of a sudden, now you're concerned about the kid in that aspect. So you're basically saying I'm keeping the kids away from you. That's really, really and truly what you're saying. But again, Jeezy should have been aware of this. He knew that this is the kind of woman that he married. He married a woman that slandered her husband, her previous husband, in public and said some very foul things about him and tried to play victim. So you know already what kind of woman you are dealing with, and you decided to have a child of her. So that's not my business. That's where you got to be accountable. So it says here, neighbors, Jeannie Mai is slamming Jesus' claim that she's gatekeeping their daughter from him amid a divorce, claiming she's just trying to keep their baby girl safe, according to legal documents obtained by TMZ. So there we go. She said she's not keeping the kid away from him, but she's maintaining that, you know, she wants to keep their girl safe. Jeannie has no issue with Jeezy seeing his daughter. She just wants his firearms to be locked up. Jeannie's attorneys wrote, it is essential to clarify that Mrs. Jenkins' insistence on reasonable safety measures being put in place, such as safely securing and locking away all firearms that have been unsecured in the past, as well as having family familiarity and properly trained caregivers, is absolutely not gatekeeping, but rather a responsible effort to prioritize their daughter's well-being. Again, what is the word proper trained caregivers? What does that really entail? Because surely the same people, I mean, surely he just needs to hire some nannies that are going to be in that place. Or are you talking about your mum again, who was involved, it seems like, in the rearing up of your child in terms of playing caregiver? Like, what does that mean in terms of properly trained caregiver? Again, we're using these words, and I feel like we're thinly veiling the actual real truth of what we feel like. So it's properly trained caregivers, absolutely not gatekeeping, but rather a responsible effort to prioritize their daughter's well-being. It says her team continued these requests. These requests. Uh, these requests are grounded in Miss Jenkins' genuine concern for the party's daughter's safety and security, especially when under the care of others and traveling. Let me get this back into place because I can't even. Hang on, let me just do this. Hold on. Across the country and are reasonable protective measures, not an attempt to restrict Miss Jenkins' access to her daughter. So saying that when he's traveling, especially when under the care of others, when traveling across the country, you know, there should be things put in place to help protect the daughter. Hey, look, as far as I'm concerned, this is something that needs to be worked out, right? But if I start doing, or if Jesus starts doing all of these things, will there be another goalpost that we moved? That's the key question. Will there be another goalpost that we moved? Right? If he does all the things that you want him to do, Jeannie, will the goalpost be moved? Right? Let the man see his daughter. You know what I mean? Let the man see his daughter, my good sis, because we're starting this warfare over a child like this. The child is the one that suffers, not you two. The child is the one that suffers. It should not become a weapon of warfare in a fight that you two are having, right? And as classy and elegant as the fight is actually being, because nobody's really saying what the other person's actually done, we're kind of, you know, slightly jabbing here and there and not really saying what it actually is, you know, the child is going to suffer in the end. And I'm saying, Jeannie, again, it seems a little bit manipulative in what you're doing. Just let the man see his kids. There are so many fathers out there who don't want to see their kids. He does. He wants to take care of them. He wants to look after them. Baby, let go of the power and the control that you feel over the situation. We know you're new to being a mother. We know you're new to being a mom. But my friend, please release the restraints, okay? Release the restraints. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are, because I think it was a pure admittance of the fact that she actually is keeping a kid away from him by saying there's safety measures, which means you are keeping a kid away from him. But I don't think she wants to say it like that, right? But hey, let me know your thoughts down below. Quick like and subscribe. Click a like, share, and subscribe. Click on that bell